Okay, so we're going to talk about lateral surface area and total surface area of a triangular prism. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to identify what all of our numbers mean, and then we're going to utilize two separate formulas, plug the numbers in, and work them out. So 6 is the side of your base. This is your base. Your base is the shape of a triangle. That's why it's called a triangular prism. And it is made up of two bases that are opposite each other and connected by a vertical line. Okay, so 6 is a side, 10 is a side, and 8 is a side. Triangles are made up of three sides. This 6.4 over here, that is your height of your prism. So we're going to utilize these dimensions within two different formulas. So the very first formula we're going to talk about is called a lateral surface area. Lateral means that it is the area of all of the sides, not including the two bases. So we do this by doing perimeter of the base times the height. In this instance, our base is a triangle. To get the perimeter of any shape, all you have to do is add together the sides. So I'm going to substitute that into my formula. So the perimeter is 6 plus 8 plus 10. And then I'm going to multiply that by the height of the prism. And that is the 6.4 that we determined. That was the distance between the two bases. Okay, so 6 plus 8 is 14, plus 10 is 24, times 6.4. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to multiply it over here. So we have 24 times 6.4. So the 6.4, it has one decimal place. So we need to make sure that we take it out, but we put it back in at the end. 4 times 4 is 16. Put a 6, carry a 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. I am done with the 4. Because I'm done with this 4, I'm going to drop a 0. That is telling me that I am shifting over one place value. 6 times 4 is 24, so I put a 4, carry a 2. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Do you see how there's no numbers up here? You can go ahead and put imaginary zeros there just for your placeholders, just to line everything up and make it pretty. 6 plus 0 is 6, 9 plus 4 is 13, so I carry a 1. 1 plus 4 is 5, and 0 plus 1 is 1. And remember, I have to have one decimal place, so I start here and I move in one time. So my lateral surface area is 153.6 millimeters squared. So that's how you find lateral surface area. So now we're going to talk about total surface area. So lateral surface area was just the area of the three sides that connect the bases. Total surface area is going to be those three sides and the two bases, because the word total means that it is everything combined. So total surface area is perimeter of the base times the height plus 2 times area of the bases. So you notice this right here, perimeter of the base times the height, was the exact same thing that we just did over here. So we don't have to redo that. All I need to do is take this number and put it in place of that entire formula within my total surface area formula. So total surface area is the lateral surface area, which is 153.6. So this is going to go here. Plus 2 times area of the base. So now I need to identify what shape is my base. So my base is a triangle. So to find area of the triangle, we're going to do 1/2 of base times height. So we noticed before I shaded this in that this was actually a right triangle. So which means that my height is the one that goes from the base to the top. So my height is also 8. So I'm going to do the base, which is over here. The base and the height, they run perpendicular to each other, and they both share that 90-degree corner. So my base is 6 and my height is 8. So I'm going to plug that in and I'm going to take half of that. Total surface area is my lateral surface area plus 2 times 1/2 of my base times my height. So it's my lateral surface area plus 2 times half of 6 is 3. And then I'm going to do 3 times 8. So it is my lateral surface area plus 2 times 3 times 8, which is 24. So now I do this one because that 24 is just for one base. But remember, I have 2 of those, so that's why I have to multiply by 2. So I'm going to take my lateral surface area. I'm going to add 2 times 24. 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 times 2 is 4. So 2 times 24 is 48. Now I'm going to add these two together. Remember, when you add together numbers, you have to line up your decimal. But you notice that this number here doesn't have a decimal place. So we're going to give it a decimal place. All you do is you put the decimal directly behind the last digit, so to the right, and then I can put a 0 there. So I'm going to take this 153.6 over here, and I'm going to add 48.0. And then I'm going to use an imaginary 0 there just to line things up. 6 plus 0 is 6. 8 plus 3 is 11. Carry a 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. Plus 4 is 10. So I put a 0, carry a 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2. And then I'm going to drop this decimal straight down because when you add or subtract, that decimal comes straight down. So my total surface area is 201.6 millimeters squared. And that's how you get total surface area of a triangular prism.